Hey, what's up, guys? Sorry it's been a long time. It's been a little crazy. Life's been a little crazy. It's been a lot going on. Um, Finances are tight, I'm sure everybody knows. But either way, we're back. Still working, just taking a lot slower because it's all harder to buy things now. Um, but either way, welcome back, and to the guys that comment, to the people that comment, and everybody subscribes and stuff. Thank you, especially people that comment. It actually it helps a lot and keep me motivated and continue moving on even when it seems like there's no point because of money stuff. But yeah, thank you. Stick around and enjoy. Oh, look at that. It's looking pretty good. Got the alternator painted. And yes, I covered up everything inside so that the coil doesn't get painted also. But that's looking good. Got this thing painted. That I obviously didn't. Got everything cleaned up. Could have done a better job. There's still a little grime in there, but whatever. Power steering pump. I even repainted the box because that was pretty messed up. So yeah, looking pretty good. In the last video, you see me put on the headers, and yeah, they fit the engine just right. They're actually a lot better quality than I expected them to be for being, eBay headers. But they didn't fit in here. So this side fit good. Driver's side did not fit very well just because of the steering box. I ended up damaging them trying to shove it in here, so I couldn't return it. I had to sell it for half price. But whatever. But it looks like the OEM headers that came off the engine actually fit pretty good. That side fits good. This side fits. I just need to trim up this flange right here just on one side, like probably not even 1/8 of an inch. It's just barely tapping that. So, but once that's cleaned up, should be good. So yeah, so there's that. And also working on fixing this hole in the fiberglass. So this is the cover for for that radiator right there, coil thing. Yeah, just a cover that goes over that. I guess it would be the condenser. Yeah, it had a hole in it originally, so now it's time to fix that. So there's that, and then that's just a crack right there. I bought a little fiberglass repair kit. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, so here's kind of what I'm thinking. Set up some bricks and stuff. And a little bit of tape on the towel, just so that's a little soft. But basically we're going to put this over the top. And that's so I can fill in the hole. And just shape it the way I need it to be. It should be okay. How like that? So now I could just fill in the hole with epoxy and fiberglass and be good with that. Still not sure what to do with this. I mean, it's not a super important part of it, so I might just put a little bit of fiberglass over the top of it and smooth it out so it's not too noticeable. I mean, this is the bottom either way, so it wouldn't be noticeable either way, but just to strengthen it, I might just put a layer or two of fiberglass. But either way, that's kind of what I'm thinking. That's where I'm going with this. Fill that in, put a bunch of fiberglass in it. Call it good. Fix that. So yeah. Alright, so I got a bunch of pieces pre-cut. A bunch of little ones so I can shove it inside. And the big ones to overlap it. Same as the small holes and these little cracks. So now it is time to mix the resin, the epoxy. So it says one ounce of resin, add 10 drops of hardener. Let me go get a scale. Alright, so the trick is you go steal your wife's scale. That's all it takes. Just don't get it dirty. That's all. At least we'll try not to. Alright, what did I say? 1 ounce of resin, add 10 drops of hardener. Alright, so there it is. Not perfect, but it's gonna be stronger than it was. See the little bump is still there, but it's not gonna be a hole. So that's all that I'm worried about today. So yeah, now we wait for it to dry, sand it all down, paint it, and yeah, should be good after that. Alright, well, I actually went back and added some more fiberglass, and I'm happy I did. Looks a lot better. Don't have a little dimple in that anymore. So yeah, I mean, there's a slight dimple, but yeah, I added a lot more fiberglass, so I think that looks pretty good now. Yeah, so now we wait for it to dry, sand it down, paint it, and be done with it. So alright, check it out. So I got it all fiberglassed in. It's not perfect, but it's good enough, I think. Got most of it sanded down. I hit it with some primer, give it some paint. Call it good. I mean, it's facing the bottom either way, so it's not gonna be too noticeable because it's not perfectly straight. But at least it's not a hole. So that's all that I really care about. Yeah, it looked pretty good. Way better than it was. So I'll give it some primer, some paint, and show you guys when it's done. Alright, there it is. Look at that. I think that turned out pretty darn good. So I'm not going to be reusing the original clips or whatever they were that held it all together and had a spot for the wires, which they're kind of cool, but I was missing a bunch of them, and these are kind of in rough shape. And not that this thing is in the best shape either, but so I'm drilling holes in the same spots, and I'm just gonna go zip ties. For now, I'm just putting them on, and then when it's time to actually do wiring up here, so the wires do go through here, then probably cut these zip ties off and put new ones on and hold the wiring together at the same time. So yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan for that. So, but yeah, it turned out pretty good. The hole itself was all the way down there. That's why I said it's not going to be too noticeable that I didn't do a great job. So maybe fiberglass is not my specialty. But other than that, looks pretty darn good. So yeah, now let's move on to something else. Alright, so we just got more boring stuff, I guess. Since I'm reusing the original headers, yeah, decided to clean them up. Probably gonna paint them. I got some that 2000 degree exhaust paint. I'll try that out. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't, whatever. But at least it'll look better for the beginning. I'm still planning I might either build custom headers later or find something that may or may not fit later with the steering situation. But for now, clean these up, clean that up, just to make it look pretty. There's the other one. So yeah, more boring stuff. Alright, so check this out. I took the shielding off. Gotta make some plates for this. No big deal. Maybe I'll clean this up and paint them just so it looks better. For now at least. I might still get other headers once I figure out proper size, but for now it's gonna be these, just because they fit. So yeah, but I probably won't record any of that until it's done and in the engine or whatever. As far as in here, what we got, I already showed you guys that. Next step is wiring. Wiring. So I have the original wiring harness from the truck that I pulled all this from, and I'm still debating if I want to go through it and rewire it myself, which is a lot of work, or just order a standalone wiring harness and all, which is kind of what I'm leaning towards, but I don't have the money for that. So yeah, I'm going back and forth. So might be waiting to finish the rest of this. Can't put the starter on, can't put the steering on, just because I have a plug right behind the starter that I need to get to before I can put it on for the wiring harness. So yeah. Alright, so check it out. Not the best, but they're gonna do what they're supposed to do. So there's one, there's another, and there's a third one. So I don't know, they look pretty okay, I guess. Like I said, they're not perfect, but you know, stand 10 feet away and they're gonna look amazing. See, can't even tell. So yeah, that's that. Now continue trying to clean this up and paint it, I guess. We'll see how good the paint does. It's like some 2000 degree paint or whatever. Hopefully it holds up. We'll see. Check that out. So that's after I'm done painting. This thing looks, or these things, the headers, yeah, they look really cool. This paint is really cool also. Dries pretty quick. It's supposed to withstand 2000 degrees. It's a ceramic coating, So yeah, just Rust-Oleum, 2000 degree, gas and oil resistant, no peel promise, adhesion guaranteed. I don't know, we'll see. So far this is looking really promising and really cool. My only problem now is painted the shields, and they look really cool. But I can't decide if I should go with shield or not with shield. So obviously it's gonna be a little hotter this way without the shield, but I mean, same as just running regular headers. They don't ever have shields on them, so it'll be fine. Because that looks really cool too. But it looks really cool with the shield. So I don't know. I put in the work to paint the shield, so I'm most likely gonna use it. But either way, it looks super cool both ways. I just gotta get all the little bolts cleaned up. One of the bolts, one that goes right there, that one broke when I was taking it off, so it's gonna be missing a bolt. But other than that, it's fine. And there's the little plates I made. Yeah, super happy with how this turned out. So yeah, now we gotta put them on the block. All right, so an update. A little more difficult than I thought it was gonna be, but either way, here's the flange, obviously off of that end. So this is on the steering side. This area was hitting the steering box, and that's why I grinded down so much of it. That's about that much. Actually, it's probably even a little thicker than this. But yeah, so I tried to grind it down. Got it to almost fit, but I didn't want to grind any further than this and make this too thin. But I bolted it on. It was still touching the steering box, and then I realized the rest of the steering box would have still been in the way. So yeah, I wouldn't have been able to bolt on basically the rest of the exhaust. The steering would have been in the way. So yeah, I decided I got this far. I put this much work into him, to cleaning him up and stuff. Might as well cut him up and make it work. And if it doesn't, well, buy a new one, I guess. But at least try. So chopped it off at a different angle. I cut about, we can kind of see how much I cut off of it. Plus grinding it down, making it both straight, beveled it. We're gonna tack it right now and see if this is gonna work or not. So yeah, it's fun stuff. Check it out. Metal's still sizzling, you can hear it. But either way, yep, looks pretty good. Obviously had to grind that down also. I don't know if I recorded it or not, but I ended up moving this thing around completely. This part used to be here, or in this general area, but that bolt was like, whatever. And the way that I cut it, I needed more angle, flipped it around, gave me a little bit more angle there, so that's kind of why I had to trim this up too. Cut the little tab off of here. I don't know why that was there, but yeah, there's that. Got it fully welded. Yeah, don't look too bad. Welds are all right too. Yeah, ran out of welding wire now, so this took a lot. But either way, I gotta trim it on the inside a little bit. Clean that up. Other than that, it should be good. So we'll test fit it right now, and hopefully all is well. Alright, check it out. So I got it bolted on, just in 2 bolts, but I got the gasket in there too. Just so it's, make sure that it fits with the gasket too. And yeah, it's gonna be kind of hard to show it, but it does clear right there, barely, and that's the tightest spot is there. Yeah, I don't think I had much more room to grind into this. I ground into the steering box a little bit too, but I don't want to go too far. So then there's that. That all fits pretty good now. You can see it's a pretty decent gap now. Yeah, so I'm probably going to be messing with the you know, the flange for the rest of the exhaust whenever I get to that, and modifying it to make sure it fits properly to this. But you can see the bolts I was talking about. One down there, one's up here, and one's on the back side now. So yeah, they were facing the steering box before. So yeah, there we go. Alright, so we'll let those bolts, I don't know if you can see them, we'll let them sit a little bit with the PB Blaster. They weren't really coming off just yet. Here's all the treasure. It's beautiful. Either way, I don't know if you guys remember all this getting polished. Most of it turned out pretty good. This piece didn't survive very well. I don't know, maybe I could find another one, or just sand it down and paint it or something with chrome paint, or leave it like that for now. It's probably what's gonna happen. Yeah, unless I could find one for cheap. Either way, I need to get back in there for taking the bolts off for those shocks. I think I bought new ones. I don't remember anymore, it's been so long. I know I got new springs. I don't remember if I got new shocks or not, but either way, those need to come out. Because I want to put new ones in. Even if I don't have them, I'm going to have to buy them, I guess. So yeah, we'll get in there, take that apart, get the shocks out while we wait for the PB Blaster to do its magic. Check those out. Not terrible, right? Just a little bit of surface rust, still clean up. No, I'm joking. Yeah, they look kind of bad. I'm sure they probably worked okay-ish. But, you know, this one actually kind of looks bent. Maybe it's just an illusion. Can't tell. Doesn't matter. If you guys seen the rope that I had holding it all together, that was just because they're at a steep angle in there, and getting a wrench on the second nut was kind of difficult. So I had a rope pulling them both together to make it more straight, so easier to get to the bolt or the nut. So yeah, that's out. We'll save them for now. But pretty sure I never ordered new ones, and I need to. So order some of those. Now let's take the gas tank out. right, there it is. Yeah, let me know. You guys think this was savable? Maybe. I'll just throw some of that 2-part epoxy in there. Flush it around, and yeah, would have been fine, right? Either way, I had to, yeah. The cap did not do so well. The lock disintegrated and then fell apart into pieces. It was not coming off, so I, yeah, well, you can see. Went a little crazy on it. So now I need a new cap. Yeah. Either way, this thing has lived its life, I'd say. Yeah, beautiful. So, woo, beautiful. Either way, this is obviously trash. There's part of the sending unit in there if I don't cut myself trying to get it out. Hey, it still works. It's probably savable, right? Probably not. Good thing I got a new one. So yeah, I got a new tank and new straps. So we get rid of this real quick, and yeah, I'll show you guys the new tank. All right, so this is straps. Yeah, hopefully they're the right ones. Looks like they might be. Let me just set the camera down. Cool. Yeah, they're definitely a little better looking than the other ones were. Let's compare it. Heck yeah, look at that. Are they the right ones? Nice. I mean, these weren't too terrible. Probably could have grinded it down and yeah, probably could have been salvageable, but I think these were pretty cheap, so I bought them when I bought the fuel tank. Maybe like 30 bucks for these 2 straps or something. Yeah, there's that. Woohoo, that is looking good. All right, how about that, huh? Not bad. So this one, made in Canada. It looks like it's in better condition than mine was. Yeah. Let's see. Pretty similar to the other one. As for the fuel pickup line that goes inside, got a drain line, just like, or drain plug, just like the other one did. It seems to be correct. Now let's see if it fits. All right, look at that. Yeah, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good, if I do say so myself. Definitely looks better than the old one, I tell you that much. It fit in pretty nicely. I don't know if you noticed in the video or not. I put some like double-sided tape and a piece of this shipping stuff between the metal and the metal on both sides. on top also, just so it doesn't squeak or rub or anything. I don't know what's supposed to go there, but I figure that'll probably work for the most part. So yeah, looking pretty good. All right, guys. Well, that'll be it for this video. I kind of wanted to get a little more done, but I think it's been a while since I posted, so figured I got to wrap it up, get a video edited, and yeah, haven't been really had a lot of time these days to get a lot done. And to be honest, I lost motivation for a little while. Just a lot of big stuff that had to happen that were, I don't know, daunting, scary, I guess. I don't know. Either way, yeah, kind of regained that motivation, back to work and back to making this thing happen. Yeah, plus money. Money's a big problem these days, and I'm sure everyone knows. It's a huge problem. So it is what it is. So you know, progress is slow, and when progress is slow, so does motivation. So whatever. We'll keep trucking along at it and try to get as much done as I can. But for now, for this video, this will be all so I can get done. Hoping next video I can either I decide to rewire the wiring harness myself. Still thinking about it. I might. Or I'll work on that rear end, on the rear diff. You know, I need a just basic rebuild kit, maybe some new seals or something, gasket, oil, get that 2-speed rear end back in. I bought new lowering springs for the rear end a little while back. So if I can get all that installed and, you know, get the rear end repainted and all, that'd be pretty cool. That might be what's happening next video. So stick around and enjoy. Thanks for watching. See you next time.